Let in a little joy.
Let in a little joy.
Let in a little light.
Let in a little light.
Every little thing gonna be alright. What's the best that could happen? Clear the room for dancing. Let in a little joy. Let in a little light. Let in a little light on Sunday night with bliss and love untold. Oh, hello, beautiful, beautiful family and friends. Thanks for being with us on Sundays with Bliss. Troubadours of Divine Bliss here.
We're so grateful to be with you tonight. It's just the sweetest feeling after a difficult week. We honored Amy's Mimi this week, and so it feels sweet to be in the presence of beloveds and have you here with us and have you here for us and know that we're here with and for you too. And we're just going to have a beautiful night tonight, feeling, healing, giving gratitude for each other,
for this earth. Happy Earth Day,
right,
everyone.
It was Earth Day this week.
And we all know every day is Earth Day.
That's right.
It's always a good opportunity to once again remind each other how precious this planet is and how we are what kind of guides this planet. If we kind of can make or break this planet, we can make it
it's
something
going to survive
beautiful.
Without us,
well,
right?
Exactly, that's true. I guess we can make it or break it on this planet. And what do you want to make on this planet? How do you want to interact with this beautiful sacred earth and on this planet with all these amazingly just different, vibrant, mysterious, and wonderful beings on this planet? And I want to make something beautiful. I want to do all I can to be evidence of God's imagination, of love on this planet.
And you do.
Yeah, thank you.
That's my prayer too. You know, I just really know that if that's our hearts, that's fulfilling our purpose, you know, just to serve our fellow human, serve this holy gift of this earth, and just do the best we can, trying to make it as beautiful as we can, and to live our lives in such a way that we can look back.
Right, living like a mighty tree, rooted deep and connected to all, and reaching toward the stars, reaching for infinity.
And taking off for infinity like that. What was it? The slow fireball that I saw.
Slow-moving fireball.
Slow-moving fireball
Christy
in the
Stevens
sky.
thought too.
Oh my gosh, it was incredible. It was like, I guess a meteor or a comet, but it had a long tail and it just went in slow motion. You know, like a shooting star, it's like...
You've heard of thunder over Louisville? This was comet over Way of the Heart.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. And then I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I just was like, this is not a shooting star. This is not a shooting, because it's not shooting. It's just kind of savoring, and so.
Was it moving around, or was it just kind of like falling?
It was just like slowly, just moving. Yeah, it was. I don't know. Yeah.
Anybody wave at you?
I don't know. Maybe. I was just like jaw dropped, but that's just the kind of thing, you know, that we can observe in this magical kingdom that we get to live in called planet Earth. You know, it's just one gift after another. It's extraordinary. So, back to making something beautiful.
Let's do it. Let's make something beautiful of our lives and of this planet and this experience we get to have with each other. It doesn't have to be miserable. It could actually be quite fun and something quite beautiful. Mm-hmm. Everything I need is in me. Take me far. I'm bolder than I know, wiser than I show, more mighty than I seem, more worthy than I believe. Be wise, be true, be good, be fierce, be free. Free your dream and your destiny. All women, all men, all girls, all boys, be loved. Step up, sing out, stand out, dance wild. Live it, give it, dream and scheme. All women, all men, all girls, all boys, be loved. Make something beautiful of our lives. Fill the shadows with the light. Fulfill the purpose of our lives. And be loved. And be loved. Wonderful within the shining, unique souls full of stardust, here to show off God's imagination, here to be our ultimate creation. Be wise, be true, be good, be fierce, be free. Free your dream and your destiny. All women, all men, all girls, all boys, be loved. Step up, sing out, stand out, dance wild. Live it, give it, dream and scheme. All women, all men, all girls, all boys, be loving. Make something beautiful of our lives. Fill the shadows with the light. Fulfill the purpose of our lives. And be loved. And be loved. For the stars, everything I need is in me. Take me far. I'm bolder than I know, wiser than I show, more mighty than I seem, more worthy than I believe. Be wise, be true, be good, be fierce, be free. Free your dream and your destiny. All women, all men, all girls, all boys, be loved. Step up, sing out, stand out, dance wild. Live it, give it, dream and scheme. All women, all men, all girls, all boys, be loved. Make something beautiful of our lives. Fill the shadows with the light. Fulfill the purpose of our lives. And be loved. And be loved. Something beautiful of our lives. Fill the shadows with the light. Fulfill the purpose of our lives. And be loved. And be loved. Be loved.
Love, love, love is the key to making something beautiful of your life, because if you love yourself, you'll love others, you'll love this gift of this earth. Just as it makes everything more beautiful when we operate from a place of love. And one thing that's been coming up a lot lately with a couple of people, including your Mimi, that are here at the last of their life and their beautiful lives, is that they talk so much about forgiveness and how important forgiveness is. Forgiving yourself, forgiving others, you know, forgiving God. It's important, and because forgiveness, I think, sometimes keeps us from having a beautiful life. I know it does, you know?
Yeah.
And yet, when we forgive, we open ourselves up to loving ourselves, others, and this earth, and God.
It's a magical thing. And I know I've, in dealing with, you know, accepting where we are on this planet with the climate crisis that we're living in, and we're facing just brutal climate changes if we don't act soon and fast. And so there's a lot of, you know, pain and responsibility and grief and a lot of forgiveness that needs to happen too. Forgiving ourselves for not waking up sooner, for doing more. All we have to do is forgive ourselves and ask the forgiveness of the planet, and move forward in love and in healing and in connection. And we can do that, you know. It's just acknowledging all of it so that we can clear ourselves out to be a better connection for this planet. And we want to, you know, bow down and ask for the grace of this earth to bless us and teach us how we can move forward in healing this planet and living in a more balanced and healthy way on this planet right now. And this is a temple. These are our temples. You know, the rocks, the streams,
the trees, cathedrals.
The mountains are cathedrals. You know, we're baptized in the ocean. This planet is our home and our church.
It's a garden. It's a sanctuary.
Yes. And a sacred temple.
Yeah.
So we send this up as a prayer for Earth Day, honoring this planet that we're living on, such an incredible blessing that provides us with all that we have and all that we can heal and all that we can learn and grow and experience immense joy and beauty from this sacred, sacred earth. Thank you for this planet. May we be the best stewards and caretakers, recognizing our connection to this planet. We're not separate from this earth. We are this earth. Down by the clear blue water, down beneath the big oak tree, down beneath the canopy of the tulip shagbark hickory, deep in the mossy woods, deep where the wild ferns grow, deep by the spring-fed creek, gonna find myself, resurrect my soul. Deep by the spring-fed creek, gonna find myself, resurrect my soul. Holy temple, made by the hands of the Most High, sacred earth, nourish my body, keep my soul alive. Nourish my body, keep my soul alive. Ooh, ooh. Lost all my worries, lost all track of time, lost in the reverie of the imagination of the divine, steeped in the evergreens, steeped in silence oldest time. Where the wind sighs through the pines, I'm gonna find my peace of mind. When the sighs through the pines, I'm gonna find my peace of mind. Holy temple, made by the hands of the Most High, sacred earth, nourish my body, keep my soul alive. Nourish my body, keep my soul alive. Nourish my body, keep my soul alive. What a gift, what a gift.
And may we
Teacher.
be good stewards, show our gratitude that way to the Creator by being good stewards of this creation that we are so fortunate to get to experience.
We are blessed to be surrounded by people who care not only in heart but in action and in deed, and lead us and guide us towards how to best protect our local areas. There's so many wonderful, wise guides in my neck of the woods, your neck of the woods, and we need to find these people who are protecting the waterways and the forests and protecting the soil and protecting the air. We need to connect to these local heroes, and we got a chance to speak to one, our beloved Andy Mahler of Protect Our Woods and Heartwood.
Yeah. He was our most recent guest on Caravan of the Heart. It landed perfectly right on the week of Earth Day, which we again said it's every day, but this special day where we focus on it more than ever. We had the opportunity to speak to Andy about a very important action that can be taken to help an urgent threat that is hit in this neck of the woods where we live.
In Orange County, Indiana.
So there's a big, it's called the Battle for Buffalo Springs, and it's a very misleading project. You'll hear about it on the podcast.
Yeah, you will.
This location doesn't really exist. It's something the Forest Service made up.
And the initials are?
BS, right? Buffalo Springs. But what is proposed is horrific. Absolute clear cutting, burning. It's going to affect habitat and species, and it's just something that you can help us take action.
It's our land. It's the people's land.
Yeah, it's the national forest. It's your land. It's our land.
As you know, when greedy people get their hands on something they can turn a profit on, then they will. And that's happened to a lot of our national parks and forests and state parks. And so we have to be vigilant. We have to be awake and aware, because we are the caretakers of the forest. We are the forest protectors. And we can share some information with you. I would say go to SaveHoosierNationalForest.com.
And listen to the podcast so you really get a heart for these woods and what's is being threatened.
Yeah.
He's been doing this work for so long.
It's very inspiring.
He's extremely inspiring.
Yeah.
So we'll put up the episode and a little bit of information, and then please go listen, and all the links are in the podcast show notes to tell you how to help us take action to protect over 15,000 acres of national forest. So we'll put that up, and what a great thing to do in this time that we're honoring the Earth and Earth Day, and let's do it. Let's do it. Let's save Buffalo Springs. And we thank you for your heart towards us, your heart towards the woods. We're going to take a quick little screen break, and we will be right back.
May the force be with you. No BS.
Completely new to this. It was a crash course in sort of forest management and public policy, courtesy of the U.S. Forest Service.
Okay.
Now, the ironic and paradoxical thing, of course, in this, and this is something I know you guys will recognize, and I'm sure your listeners will too, is sometimes the obstacle is the path. You don't know that.
That's
The
great
obstacle
wisdom.
is the path.
That's some Zen stuff right
because
there.
here's the deal is I had all these plans for the things I was going to do with my life. I wanted it to be this. I wanted it to be that.
What did you want it to be?
Well, I was going to be a writer.
Well, you are a writer.
And that's why I had moved to the county. I am a writer, as it turns out, but not the things I thought I was going to be writing. But yes, I do a lot of writing in my work. But so anyway, I realized, no, there's nothing more important I could be doing with my life right now than to try and work with other like-minded and sympathetic-hearted people to try and protect this beautiful, magnificent forest that
So thank you. Thank you for considering listening to this episode of Caravan of the Heart, for getting your heart attuned so that you step up with us, get called up to take action. And one of the important things that we have got to start doing, we know that we're grateful for this earth. We know we love this earth. Sometimes we don't let ourselves feel all the feelings that come up when we consider this incredible threat to this planet.
The truth is hard.
The truth is really hard.
Very hard.
It's
inconvenient.
frightening, and we feel fear. We need to feel grief. Sometimes we need to feel anger, but then we got to get ourselves back up again, and we got to do the work. We've got to do the work, and we do that by feeding all of these emotions and feeling all of these emotions. It really takes us feeling this to be able to heal this. So we want to share a poem tonight from an incredible spoken word artist and poet. Her name is Andrea Gibson. Her book is You Better Be Lightning. And this is her piece called Homesick, a Plea for the Planet. Just let yourself feel. Just let yourself feel. There's no time for us to compartmentalize or sever. We've really, really got to feel it, to heal it. In the 5th grade, I won the science fair with a project on climate change that featured a paper mache ozone layer with a giant hole through which a paper mache sun burned the skin of a Barbie in a bikini on a lawn chair. Glaciers melting like the ice cubes in her lemonade. It was 1987 in a town that could have invented red hats, but the school principal gave me a gold ribbon and not a single bit of attitude about my radical political stance, because neither he nor I knew it was political. Science had not yet fully framed as leftist propaganda. The president did not have a Twitter feed starving the world of facts. I spent that summer, as I had every summer before, racing through the forest behind my house, down the path my father called the old logging road, to a meadow thick with raspberry bushes, whose thorns were my very first heroes, because they did nothing with their life but protect what was sweet. Sundays I went to church, but struggled to call it prayer if it didn't leave grass stains on my knees. Couldn't call it truth if it didn't come with a dare to crawl into the cave by the creek and stay there until somebody counted all the way to 100. I thought 100 was the biggest number there was. My mother absolutely blew my mind the day she said 101. 100 and what? Billionaires never grow out of doing that same math with years, can't conceive of counting past their own lifespans, believe the world ends the day they do. Why are the keys to our future in the hands of those who have the longest commutes from their heads to their hearts, whose greed is the smog that keeps us from seeing our own nature and the sweetness we are here to protect? Do you know sometimes when gathering nectar, bees fall asleep in flowers? Do you know fish are so sensitive, snowflakes sound like fireworks when they're landing on the water? Do you know sea otters hold hands when they sleep so they don't drift apart? Do you know whales will follow their injured friends to shore, often taking their own lives so as not to let a loved one be alone when he dies? None of that is poetry. It's just the earth being who she is in spite of us stamping barcodes on the sea, in spite of us acting like Edison invented daylight. Dawn presses her blushing face to my window, asks me if I know the records in my record collection. Looks like the insides of trees. Yes, I say, there's nothing you've ever grown that isn't music. You are the bamboo in Coltrane's saxophone reed, the mulberries that fed the silkworms that made the slippers for the ballet, the pine that built the loom that wove the hemp for Frida Kahlo's canvas, the roses that dyed her paint, hoping her brush could bleed for her body. Who, more than the earth, has bled for us? How do we not mold our hearts after the first spruce tree who raised her hand and begged to be cut into piano keys so the elephants could keep their tusks? The earth is the right side of history, is the canyon my friend ran to when no one else he knew would echo his chosen name back to him, is the wind that wailed through the 1956 Alabama until the poplar trees carved themselves into Dr. King's pulpit, is the volcano that pours the mercury into the thermometers held under our tongues. The earth takes our temperature, tells us when we are too hot, even after we've spent decades denying her fever. Our hands held to her burning forehead, we insist she's fine, while wildfires turn redwoods to toothpicks, readying the teeth of our apocalypse. She sends smoke signals all the way from California to New York City. Ash falls from the sky. Do you know the mountains of California used to look like they'd been set on fire because they were so covered in monarch butterflies? Do you know monarch butterflies migrate 3,000 miles using only the fuel they stored as caterpillars in the cocoon? We need so much less than we take. We owe so much more than we give. Squirrels plant thousands of trees every year just from forgetting where they left their acorns. If we aim to be just half as good as one of the earth's mistakes, we could turn so much around. Our living would be seed. The future would have roots. We would cast nothing from the garden of itself, and we would make the thorns proud.
Mi amor, ¿dónde has ido? Te necesito como el aire, como la lluvia, como el sol. Tu mente me está dejando, desvelando dentro de mí. Como reloj de la hora, como you've been orphaned into the wolf's lair, but I swear by my life I won't leave you there. I'll be your voice, they can't hear you. I'll be the arms that keep them from you. I'll be the arms that keep them from you. Use my body as armor, my heart a shield. You're a solitary tree caged in the city. Your evidence that God is still with us. Evidence that God is still with us, with us, with us. My love, where have you gone? Have they chased you away from your own home? Erased your history, murdered your children. What they could not buy, they stole instead. What they could not buy, they stole instead. You've been orphaned into the wolf's lair, but I swear by my life I won't leave you there. I'll be your voice, they can't hear you. I'll be the arms that keep them from you. I'll be the arms that keep them from you. Use my body as armor, my heart a shield. You're a solitary tree caged in the city. Evidence that God is still with us. Evidence that God is still with us, with us, with us. a gift. What a gift. I vow to honor it in every single way, from the most minute to the grand. And with all our hearts, we commit ourselves to living in beauty and in love on this planet.
With all our hearts, our souls, and our voices. Yeah. Well, we are going to do a little instrumental costume change and be right back. Thank you all for being here. It's the sweetest to be with you.
So it's been really, like Renee said, a hard but tender and beautiful and week saying goodbye to one of the people who've been most important in my life. And of course not goodbye, but you know, in the physical here on this planet. And the funeral was so heartfelt and so emotional, and my brother did an amazing job with the eulogy and just
really
brought up funny stories and little bitty details about who she was, and just, you know, we
honored her so well.
And it was a beautiful experience, this, you know, to say that it brought our family together so close. And I saw people who hadn't talked to each other in a long time hug each other in front of her casket. And I, you know, saw people who'd hurt me and I had let it go. You know, just nothing matters when you recognize how precious life is. It is so precious, every moment, you know. And my heart was just totally broken open, and that feels good to do too, you know, for yourself. Mimi gave me an opportunity to just feel so deeply my whole life, and of course, in saying goodbye in this life was another opportunity to just celebrate all of the connection we had. And she had such a strong personality. I mean, little details of, she would call and leave messages for everybody.
I wish we could play.
And the first word was always, well.
Well?
Well? And then
We'll
she
give
would,
an example of what she'd say.
well, then she would proceed to just start guessing what you're probably doing. She's like some kind of like, was it
Well, like
Johnny
Carson used to put that envelope up to his head, right?
Like some kind of psychic, right? Some kind of...
with the Swami hat.
And she, well, I guess you're out a picking and a grinning. Or, well, I guess you're out running some errands.
Yeah, I guess
Or,
she went
what-
to the store.
Well, I guess you're out working on the land. And it was just so cute, and everybody had their own guess, and she was just a very impactful human being, make a big, big impact. And so I know I'm going to carry her in my heart with all of the strength and the faith, her faith, and all the just
Fortitude.
and never meeting a stranger, and just staying engaged in life and being strong in fortitude, right? And I want to dedicate this next song to being able to hold the memory of those you love with you, even when they're no longer here physically. Our dear friends and Bliss family, Randy and Sonia, had to
Say farewell to their sweet girl, Sophie, this week. Their companion, this beautiful little dachshund
so
named
loving.
Sophie, with such a vibrant and radiant spirit, and always just so precious to be in the presence of. And they had to say farewell to her this week. Our hearts are so with you, sweethearts, and you have been so precious to her, and she's been so precious to you. And I know that you're just beginning to feel how that connection will always be right there in your daydreams and in your night dreams, and any time you want to feel her right there.
in my arms when I need you, and all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream, 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 dream. When I feel blue in the night, when I need you to hold me tight, whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream. I can make you mine, taste those lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble leaves, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream. I can make you mine, taste those lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble leaves, gee whiz, dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream,
She's going to keep sending you dreams.
Ah, what a dream. What a dream we are living in. You know, keep on waking up in the dream. This next song is about, there's dreaming, right? And then you wake up and you're like, ooh, I want to invite the light in. I want to invite the light in this day. I want to have all the energy and light and love that I can intake so that I can be the absolute fullest, best, most loving potential that I can be right now on this planet, and all the different things that I can do when I make sure and take it in. You know, the flowers, the petals are opening, the leaves are opening. They're inviting that light in, aren't they?
They are. They're like cups ready to be filled, you know, with light.
Invite the light, yeah. They are. And it's just so important, you know? Make sure that we recharge ourselves and that we are ready. Invite the light for the plants. Sorry.
What are you doing? Are you
Sorry.
looking?
I was looking for my pick.
Ah,
I got it.
ta-da!
It is just all about inviting the light of love into our hearts so that we can be the fullest potential of who we can be on this planet. But we got to feed our souls. You know, my Mimi, she was so full of faith and she knew where to go to. She went to the well.
That's right.
She went to the well.
That's right.
You got to go to the well and let the light infuse you and make sure that you're feeding your spirit so that you can feed it all back to making a difference on this planet.
We got good work to do. So
Yeah,
we need to get full of light.
Charge it up. Invite it in. Invite it in.
That's right now.
of this world. Yeah, 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 yeah. Pour through me, yeah. Pour through me. I knew anointing. Pour through me, yeah. I'm tired of the games and weary of the ways of this world. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, when I'm feeling tossed about and lost at sea, you're one inside to rescue me. Hold on, I know I'll carry on and on and on. Grow strong when I invite the light of love to shine through me. Invite the light of love to shine through me. Yeah. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good, yeah. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Well, yeah. When I'm feeling tossed about and lost at sea, you're one inside to rescue me. Hold on, I know I'll carry on. Grow strong when I invite the light of love to shine through me. Invite the light of love to shine through me. Yeah, yeah. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Yeah. It's all good, it's all good, it's all. Tell me something good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all. Tell me something good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It is all good.
It is all good.
It's just all about love. Love, love, love. Inviting it in, accepting it more and more and more, and then pouring it back out through all of our relations and how we treat this planet, how we treat every single thing we come in contact with that comes from the planet. Everything comes from the planet. And so how we interact and infuse that with love.
And gratitude. You know, on another episode of Caravan of the Heart, we were encouraged to do a praise wander. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Doug.
Doug Van Houten. And what is that? On your favorite walk through the park or the woods or in your own backyard, you just have a praise wander and you go, look at you getting daffy daffodil. What's the deal?
Look at the belly buttons on the trees.
Yeah,
Yep.
show them yours. You know, just praise for this gift of this creation, and all gratitude to the Creator. We are so blessed to be here, getting to experience all of this and have all of our senses filled. You know, it's incredible.
So the assignment of Divinement this week is, how can you love the earth more? All you got to do is love. That's all you have to do. It's not anything horribly fearful or overwhelming. All we can do is love the earth better and more. And that's all we're asking from everybody. Just step up. You know, we joke around about getting people being woke or whatever, but it's really important to wake up and realize that we need a better vision for being on this planet. And we have it already available. We just need to infuse it with love, gratitude, and appreciation, right?
That's right. And so allow us to express our love, gratitude, and appreciation for you, beautiful people.
Yes.
See us through over and over again. Show your love and support. Thank you so much for your donations that show up as tips in our virtual tip jar. It's so sweet. That was Lovin's ears
clapping.
applauding you. Say thank you for my dog food. We love you all so much. We are going to take a very short screen break,
Oh, we are.
and then we're going to come back and do one more song. So we will be right back.
So let's just love more. How can you love more? Loving yourself, loving each other, and loving this earth. Somebody told me nothing new under the sun. Somebody told me easier said than done. Somebody told me leave well enough alone. The more you learn, the less you know. Somebody told me too little, too late. Our work, no play. Somebody told me keep busy as a bathing. Somebody told me the best things in life are free. All I got to do is love. All I've really got to do is love. All I got set it free, it'll come back to you. It was meant to be. Somebody told me all the world's a stage and you're the star of your own play. You gotta rise up singing, you gotta rise up swinging, gotta give thanks for the day, gotta give life its meaning. As I wake, as I work, as I walk, as I think, as I drive, as I talk, as I give, as I take, as I make, as I play, as I plan, as I pray. Wake as I work, as I walk, as I think, as I drive, as I talk, as I give, as I take, as I make, as I play, as I plan, as I pray. I do all these things, but I don't have love. What does it mean? What does it mean? Oh, I got to do is love. All I really got to do is love. Oh, I got to do is love, 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 love. All I really got to do is love. All I got to do is love. All I got to do is love. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I got to do is love. All I really got to do is love. Oh, I got to do is love. All I really got to do is love. Oh, 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 love is king, love is queen, love gives meaning to every little thing. We love you. Love yourself. Love each other. Love this planet. Love this earth. We love you so much. Mwah. See you next Sunday.